Hello guys, this is Porosh again. Today I'm going to show you how to save your data in Flash using ActionScript 3. I'm using Flash Professional Creative Cloud. You can use CS3 and above versions, but the most important thing is you must select ActionScript 3. So I'm going to select ActionScript 3. I have my stage here, default 550 and 400. I'll keep it exactly the same. Now first I will rename this layer. Double click it, rename it, typing action. You can type anything you like. You can type code, action script, etc. I prefer action. Lock this layer. Select first frame of the layer. Goes Windows, action, and type stop. Closing parentheses, opening parentheses, and closing parentheses, semicolon. Now I will create a variable for my share object, and to do so I have to type var so colon shared. You see code hints shows me share object equal to shared object dot get local parenthesis semicolon double quote, and whatever I type inside this double quote, it will be my share object .sol file name. So I'll type save data, and then I have to make another variable of this so type so dot data dot, and this variable I will call high score. You can call anything you want to. I would like to call it high score, and now I'll type so dot flash. But first you have to save this project. Save it. I would like to save it on my desktop. I would like to create a new folder. It's taking too long. Why? I don't know. Okay, I'll name this folder shared object. Double click and go inside that folder and name my file name shared object as well. Save it. If I test my project now, but first I have to trace this so.data.highscore. So type trace so.data.score. Let's see what it shows me on my output panel. Save it again, control, test it. You see it shows undefined because I haven't defined anything on my so.data.highscore variable. So to define it I have to type equal to 0. Let's see what happened next. Save, test it again. You see it's showing 0, and okay, and now I would like to show this so.data.highscore inside a text. So just select text. Okay, But first I have to take another layer, insert another layer, drag it down, rename this layer content, take text, drag and draw text, and my text size 15 is okay, font family Arial is okay, and now I would like to see outline. So you see, show border around text. If I click here, now I can see nothing, but when I click here I see border on my text. Okay, I'll copy this one, copy, paste it in place, and this time I don't need this border, so I will remove this border, and I will also change my text type. I will select static text and type here high score and align to right side. Also give a colon and drag it inside stage, and also change alignment of it is align left is okay, I think. It's done now. Lock this content layer, go back to my action panel, but first I have to give an instant name of this dynamic text. I would like to give an instant name by typing high score underscore txt, high score HIGH, high score underscore txt, and I would like to show my high score inside this text. Okay, so go back to action panel, type high score underscore txt dot text equal to show.data.high score, semicolon, save it, test it. You see it shows an error, says font should be embedded. I have to embed this font, otherwise it will keep showing me this error and nothing will happen. So just select both this text and click here embed. Name, I would like to rename my font name saying project font. You can name anything you want to, and I would like to have all the ranges. Press OK, and if I test it now, control test, you see this text is showing my show.data.high score variable. This variable. Okay, now I'd like to create two button and another text file, text here, to store a variable, and later on I would like to make that variable as my high score. So first with text I'll copy both this line, both this text, copy, and now I would like to paste it in center, change position I will change this text alignment to center, and this one in center as well. Change alignment, okay. This one, and I think it's okay now. Okay, and change the text, keep it just score, okay, and make it smaller, okay, and I'll drag two button from my component, one, okay, copy this button, paste, put into a position, okay. I think if I click my first button and go to go properties, I can see here there is a level. If I change this level into a name, anything, if I type increase, decrease or anything, it will show up here, but I will rather type it here then type on my action panel. But first I have to give an instant name of both these buttons. Select first one, give an instant name of increase button, and this one button. And now I'll change this level. Simply go back to Windows action panel and change the level of increase button by typing increase btn dot level equal to double quote semicolon, and whatever I type here, my button label will be this name. So I'll type increase. I'll just type increase and copy this line, paste it below, and for decrease button I will change it decrease. If I save this movie again, Ctrl S and test it, Ctrl test, sorry, you see my button name has been changed, increase and decrease. Now I want to make my button to listen, mouse click event listener, and make this number increase, okay. But first I have to give this one an instant name. It was copied from high score, so it is showing me high score, but this time it will be score underscore txt, okay. And now I will create an event listener. So add event listener, let's type listner, and it will be mouse event dot on click. So click handler. Now I have to create a function of this click handler. Function click handler event mouse event. I will use switch statement here. I have shown you before how to make switch statement. So type switch e dot switch e dot target let's test it, but it's not showing me code hints. So test it. Is there any problem? No, it's okay, I think. So type case colon, enter, break semicolon, case colon, enter, break semicolon. Now in case of this increase button and this case is for decrease button, and now what happen if I click increase button? To make this work, I have to create another variable, type var score colon integer, just keep it undefined integer, and when I click increase button, my score variable increase score plus plus, and here when I click decrease button, my score decrease, and I would like to see this score inside this text. So copy this score.txt, paste it here, dot text equal to score. That means my score txt.text will show this score. Copy this full line of code and paste it for decrease button, and I know it will show me an error if I test it now. Let me show you. You see, showing me error saying expecting identifier before colon, where is it? Sorry, semicolon and semicolon. If I test it, it will also show me an error. So test, yeah, because it says implicit operation of a value type integer to an unrelated type of a string. That means this text only carries string value. So just go back to action panel, action, and if I type here string and keep score inside parentheses, it will work, but I'll make it easy. Plus space, and here double quote plus space, save it, control, test it now. Increase, yeah, you see, and when I click decrease, the number decreasing, increasing and decreasing. Now I want this value put into my share object, so go back to action panel, Windows, action, and copy this actually cut this line, Ctrl X, paste when I click increase button, paste it and change this 0 to score. Copy this again and paste it for decrease button. Save it, test it, yeah, increase, and if I exit this and retest it, yeah, that means it's saving my data. And the question is where it is saving. Okay, so I told you before that my data has been saving inside this save data.sol file. So to see that file, you have to go minimize your project, go your username or my documents, I am using Windows 10, so I'll click view, and if my this box is unchecked, then I have to check for show all hidden files and folders, and then go app data, roaming, macromedia, flash player, share object, blah blah blah, I don't know, W8LN, in your case it should be different. Then I have to find localhost. These are my share object for many others website like Congregate, chat.congregate. This Congregate share objects. There are newsground share object, but you have to go to local and you see user. As I have saved my file on desktop, so it's showing user, then username, desktop, and my folder name, where the name of my folder where I have saved my project, and my file name, shareobject.swf, and inside here you see save.data.sol. I have told you before that it's create a share object. It would create a share object named save.data, and you see here this is a flash cookie and it is named save data.sol. okay, now go back to project. So now you see I can save my data inside a share object. Let's test it again. Control test. You see my previous high score was 13, and if I increase my score and then exit, and if I test it again, you see it's changed to 10, but my previous score was 13. So this cannot be high score. High score should be above 13. So to do so, I have to type here, go back to action panel, window, action, and when I click increase button and let's type the code. If score greater than so dot data dot score, cut this soda data dot high score equal to score and paste it inside this if statement, and copy this if statement and paste it here, removing previous line. And now let's test it. Control test. You see my score, high score is 10. Now if I increase it, exit, control, test, 17. If I increase, exit, control, test, you see the score hasn't changed because my score was less than previous high score. You understand? Okay. Because here I have mentioned that if my score is greater than show.data.high score, then show.data.high score will be my score. And same case for the decrease button. Okay. But I'd like to remove my score when I want to. I mean reset or remove my high score. So to do so I have to make a button. Just I'll copy this button, paste it, okay, put in this corner and name this button clear button, and similarly change the label clear button dot clear, clear, save it, and when I click, type case clear button colon, enter, break, copy this show.data.high score, paste it when clear button is pressed, and change this score to 0. That means when I click clear button, my show.data.high score will be 0. Test it, control, test. Okay, increase, doesn't matter whether I increase or not, I have to see the clear, it's not showing, but when I retest it, you see it's 0. If I increase it, exit, then control, test again, you see my previous score is here. That means it is working fine, but I want this to clear as soon as I press this clear button. To do so, I have to create an interframe event listener. Just below this, type add event listener event dot into frame, and name a function update. Now create this update function, update event, it is event, and now I have to make another variable, type var clear score dot score colon boolean equal to false. And now when I click clear button, this clear score boolean change to true, and when it changes to true, I declare here if if clear score that means when clear score is true, you can type equal true, but I think this is not perfect way. If clear score, then show.data.highscore equals 0. Now it will instantly change. Okay, save it, control, test. Increase, and then test. You see 15, and if I press clear, it has changed, but this score, this high score underscore tc.text is not showing because it is outside my event listener. So I have to cut it and put it back here. Save it, control, test it. It is nothing because I have cleared that previous score. Increase, control, test again. I think there's some problem here. Yeah, increase, clear. Yeah, if I test it again, test, increase, test, exit, test, exit, test again. Yeah, I think it's working fine. If I press clear, then it's 0. But you see, when I test it, when my score is increasing, my high score is not increasing. I would like to increase this high score at the same time because my score is my high score. So to do so, I have to go back to my action panel and copy this, cut this score_data.text and put inside event listener and comment it out. And if I test it, it's not working. So paste it here, test it. You see, now it's working fine. Clear score is clear. Increase, it has an error here. When I say clear, my score is already 58, but I have to also make it 0. Okay, then it will work fine. So if I press clear button, if clear score is true, then my score is also will be back to 0. Okay, now increasing, clear, score 0, high score 0. Test it again, test, increase, exit, test it again, increase. My high score is not increasing. When my score is greater than 9, that at the same time both will be increased. You see, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Then you see it's working fine. You see, so today I think it's a little bit complicated, but let's comment it. This is an event listener, enter frame event listener. And this is click event listener. I have created a value called show, and it's share object type variable, and it has created a save data.sol file on my local host, and saving this score variable inside this show.data.highscore variable. Yes, and I have 3 buttons: increase button, decrease button, and clear button. When I click my increase button, it increasing my score, and this output text is showing me my score. And when I click decrease button, this output text showing me decrease. And when I click this clear button, it's making clear all my score variable as well as my show.data.highscore variable. And that's it, I think. I don't know how well I could explain to you, but I think if you follow along with this tutorial, you can use this concept into your project by making games and anything you would like to make. And now I think you have learned something today. If you like, please subscribe me and put some comments. If you have any problem, you can put some comments. I'll try to make it work for you. So until the next tutorial, it's good night.